sit down on your bums and turn your palms to face up. So we'll try and breathe in a little bit of energy here by lengthening our spine, reaching up and away through the crown of our heads. Good. Let your shoulders soften and close your eyes. A few deep breaths. Come in and out through your nose here. And try to make those breaths a little bit bigger than they naturally want to be. So if your typical inhale count is 3 breaths, see if you can make that inhale count 4 or maybe even 5, not more than 5. And likewise, if your exhale is just 2 or 3 breaths, can you lengthen it? Can you let it drag on just a bit longer? And we'll sit here breathing these really long, big breaths for the first minute of our practice. Good. And now keep your eyes closed and listen carefully. We'll do a little more breath work. This is called square breathing. So as you breathe in through your nose, I'd like you to imagine that you're drawing up one side of a square. Try that. Breathe in through your nose. Imagine you're drawing one side of a square and then hold your breath. And as you hold your breath, visualize drawing the top of a square. And now exhale through your nose and visualize drawing down the other side of the square. Hold your breath again, and during that hold, visualize a drawing of the bottom line of the square. Now clear all of that. Inhale fully through your nose and exhale out through your mouth. And then try again. Inhale through your nose, drawing one side of a square. Pause, hold your breath, visualize drawing the top of a square. Exhale through your nose, draw down the opposite side of the square. Pause and hold your breath, and during that time, imagine you're drawing the bottom line of a square. Clear it all out. Inhale through both nostrils and exhale out through your mouth. Could you keep practicing that square breathing? So you're matching this imagined drawing or painting of a square with the movement of your breath. 1 minute to play with that. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open your mouth wide and exhale. And bring your hands together at your heart. Today's intention is about focus. So can you think about something that maybe you're feeling really distracted in regards to trying to complete or achieve, and set the intention to focus. Set the intention to focus your energy the way you did during that breath work on that one achievement or accomplishment that you're driving towards. And take a big breath in through your nose. And a sigh out through your mouth. Good. Take your hands down beside you, and right away, just inhale, open your eyes, lift your arms up overhead. Exhale, lower your hands to your heart. Again, inhale, scoop both arms up, look up, reach up, and lower your palms to your heart. Last time, inhale, both arms reach skyward. Exhale your hands down to heart center. Good. Take your hands, interlace your hands, push your palms down towards the floor. And then as you inhale or reach your hands forward, they're bound here. Push your fingers forward, lift your arms up by any amount. You'll feel compression in the shoulders that will stop you at some point. And then release your hands all the way down to either side. Keep your right hand down on the floor, stretch your left arm up and over. Find that big side body bend that we always like to launch our practice with. But today, can you bounce a little bit in that side bend? And just noticing, feeling, rocking in and out, and then pull it all back up and shift over to the other side. No matter what movement you do, no matter how deep of a movement you go into, the theory of exercise is move it or lose it. So no matter what it is, as long as you're moving it, you're building stamina and strength. Reach your arms up. Spread your fingers really wide and then bend into both elbows and turn your palms to face down like you're going to bounce a basketball. Good. Lift your arms back up. Turn your hands to face down and lift your arms back up. Turn your hands to face down one more time. And lift both arms back up. Good. Turn your palms to face your head. Reach your arms out, palms face up, both arms are extended. Bend your arms back in and make a fist in each hand. Open your fists, open your arms wide. Bring your palms back in as you bend the elbows, make a fist when they get there. One more time. We're just playing with shoulder mobility here. Opening and closing at the elbow joint. Make big fists with your hands. Good. Turn your palms to face forward now. Palms face forward. Take a breath in, reach your arms up overhead. Tap your thumbs together and then bend into your elbows and lower your arms back down. So they're in that goalpost shape. Inhale, reach your arms up, tap your thumbs, lower them down. Try doing that a few more times, tapping the thumbs without looking at your arms, your shoulders. And see if you can find that cognitive connection between the body and the brain to tap the thumbs without looking. Good. The next time you come down, can you take your right arm underneath your left arm, give yourself a great big hug, and just start to slow dance with yourself. So really rock your body side to side. Your head can move with it. Just easing any tension through the back, the neck, the shoulders. Good. Come back through center. Either stay there or place the backs of your hands or the palms together. And if your palms are bound, tuck your chin into your chest, lift your fingers higher, big breath into the upper back meets you here. And as you exhale, hinge forward, fold in. Inhale, lift all the way back up. Exhale, unwrap those arms, take them up overhead, look up. And the other hand, your left hand comes underneath your right arm now. Give yourself a big hug. Roll your body side to side in this little slow dancing with yourself movement. Let your head move with you too. And then navigate your body back through neutral. Pause and either stay there, collect the backs of your hands, or maybe your palms together. And if your palms meet, reach your fingers up, tuck your chin down, take a big breath in. And on the exhale, hinge forward, dive into a spinal flexion. Inhale, lift everything back up. Exhale, unwrap your arms, scoop your arms right up to the sky. And now take your hands onto your thighs, walk your feet a little bit further forward and start to roll your torso around. So you're holding on to your knees, maybe your thighs, and just creating these really, really lazy, uncontrolled circles around and around. Moving your body like a spinning top, go ahead and move in the opposite direction, all the way around. Really, really good. Pull it all back through center and come to lie down on your back. Come to lie down on your back. As soon as you get there, bring your knees into your chest. Take an opposite or each hand on each knee and just rock side to side. And just rock side to side. Good, good, good. Now take your feet, place your feet flat on the floor. Place your hands alongside your thighs, alongside your whole hip. Take a breath in. Imprint your feet into the floor, and as you exhale, lift your pubic bone up by any amount. Squeeze your bum cheeks together. Lower back down. And take a breath in here. And as you exhale, lift your pelvis up. Inhale, lower back down. Good. Exhale, lift your pelvis up. Hold your pelvis up high. Take a breath in. And as you exhale, lower your hips just halfway. And then inhale, push through your feet, lift back up. Exhale, lower just halfway. Inhale, push through your feet and lift back up. Keep going. You're just lowering and dipping your hips halfway before you bring them back up. If there's pain in the knee joint, try readjusting the distance between your legs. Good. 4, 5. Remember, every time you get to the top, really squeeze your glutes in. 4, that'll make it more work. 3, good. 2, on 1, hold it at the top. Hold here, and now open both legs out just a few inches and bring them back in. Hips stay high. Open your legs out just a few inches. Bring them back in. We're instantly creating a burn through your glute max and your glute med, so those big backside muscles. And if you're not feeling that work, I'd like you to lift your hips a little bit higher, so you are. 4, 3, pulse open and closed. 2, good. Last one, perfect. Lower all the way back down. Hug your knees into your chest and just rock side to side. Rock side to side. From there, can you just roll over onto your right side? Roll over onto your right side and take your hand under your head, or extend your bottom arm and take that arm all the way down so your head can rest on your arm. You choose. Good. Knees are stacked and your heels are set on the same line as your bum, okay? So heels are as far back as your bum. These are called clamshells in Pilates, so we'll simply open and close our legs. That's it. And as you open and close your legs, can you try to find length through the side line of your body? So this initial sequence of shapes is designed to build glute strength. Keep pulsing open and closed. And all of this glute strength that we're building is going to help us work into our peak pose today, which is Warrior 3, a standing balance pose that gets your glutes really shaking and working when you try to hold those legs up. Do one more pulse here in your clamshell and then keep that leg open, and at the top take these tiny little pulses. So the knee is pulsing up and down, but it's just a few centimeters for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Pick up your bottom foot. Pick up your bottom foot and now internally rotate that top leg and tap your left knee on top of your right knee. Externally rotate the thigh and tap your heels. So you're pouring that top leg in and down to tap your knees, opening it out to tap your heels. The slower you take this movement, the more effective it will be at building strength along your backside. Will it be harder? Absolutely. Will it be more effective? Absolutely. So take it nice and slow for 5. Good. 4. 3. Stay with my count. That's 2. Last one. Good. Hold the leg up. Hold the leg up. And now simply extend your top leg. Keep the foot flat. And then bend your top leg back in. Extend your top leg and bend it back in. Extend your top leg. When you bend it back in, it's only going as far as that bottom leg. So you'll feel that in a new place on the back side. You're not bringing that top leg all the way in towards your armpit. You're just going as far as the bottom leg. The next time that top leg goes into full extension, pause there, lift it a few inches and lower it a few inches. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Again, a really small movement, and you're focused on layering and lifting through that right side body. Of course, it's still hovering or hanging down on the floor, not hovering, but there's a lightness to the heaviness on the right side. For 3, pulse it up and down. For 2, good. Last one, hold that leg up, and now take the leg forward, turn the toes to face down and tap the toes to the floor. Lift the leg back up and bring it back to center. Send the leg forward, turn the toes to face down, tap the toes to the floor, lift it up, pull it back through center. There you go. So the leg is coming as far forward as that bottom knee. Now the work is getting more and more intense. You're building the muscular work. Try to persevere here for 5. Good. 4. Keep breathing for 3. 2. And last one. Brilliant. Bend into that knee, roll over onto your back right away, and take your left ankle across your right thigh. Flex your left foot, interlace your hands in front of your right shin, and just rock your weight from side to side. A few breaths here, easing some of the tension you just created, you just built in those muscle tissues. Really good. Unwrap the legs, and you'll roll over onto your left side now. I'll flip around so you have a front view again. Just like the other side, you can perk yourself up on your hand or relax down. You could even place a block or a little squishy ball under your head. And then stack your knees before you walk your heels back so they're in that same line as your bum. And begin with the clamshell action. So opening and closing. If this is causing you any kind of pain in the hip joint, you might need to readjust to shake things out, and then keep continuing through that really almost monotone movement, right? So there's not a whole lot of stuff happening in the body besides what we're doing in these lower limbs. And can you keep your brain, your mind calm as you just pulse these legs open and closed? For 5, 4, 3, 2. The last one, open the legs wide and then start to pulse that top knee up and down, up and down, up and down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift both legs, or lift the top leg up. So both the knee and the heel are lifted. Internally rotate the top leg, tap your knees, rotate back and tap your heels. Tap your knees and tap your heels. So remember, the brain wants to run through this sequence typically. Can you slow it down and ensure that your torso and your trunk aren't rocking from side to side? In fact, the rest of the body is actually quite statuesque. It's just your legs that are opening and closing, moving and shifting. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep that leg open at the top. Just extend the top leg. And now it's about 1 foot up and 1 foot down. You're just washing that leg up and down. Notice what happens if you push the heel back a little bit further. You'll absolutely feel the work in a different place. So you can almost go on a little adventure with the angle of that leg that's bouncing up and down until you find the spot that feels good for you. 5, 4, 3, 2. On one, hold it at the top, and then tiny little pulses, tiny, tiny little pulses here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now take that leg forward so it's parallel with the bottom leg. Internally rotate the toes and tap them to the floor. Lift the leg back up, bring it back to the starting position. Reach that top leg forward. It's parallel with the bottom leg. Tap the toes down, lift it up, and reach it back. That's it. Keep moving through this action. I always find this to be the most challenging one in this whole sequence. Consider that you're almost done this floor work, so push through for 3. Good job for 2. A last one. There you go. Nice work. Bend into both knees. Relax your body down onto your back and take your right ankle over your left thigh. Interlace your hands behind your left thigh and simply rock your body back and forth. Or rock your body back and forth, side to side. Brilliant. Take your feet down, roll over onto either side, and lift yourself up just so that you can get up onto all fours. And then once you arrive on all fours, set your shoulders above your wrists, your hips above your knees, and pick up your right leg. Lift that foot up. Lift the foot up with the knee bent. Bring the knee back down beside bring the right knee back down beside the left knee, and then open out towards the side. Bring that right leg back. Donkey kick behind you. Return through neutral and open out towards the side. Good. Just 2 more times like that. So a little baby donkey kick here. Come back to center. Open into the side. Last time, donkey kick. Back through center. Open to the side. Good. Now take that right leg up into your donkey kick, but make it even bigger. Bring it all the way back down. Really, really big donkey kick. All the way back down. Notice if you're shrugging down through your chest as you do this. Can you keep puffing between your shoulder blades? Lifting across your chest and kicking a little higher into this donkey kick. For 3. Good. A little more effort. Push the foot away. 2. Good. Last one. Now take this leg back up and then pulse into the donkey kick for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Sit back on your heels. Flex your feet as you do this. Sit back on your heels. Take your hands and make fists. Just roll your wrists around. Roll your wrists around in one direction, and then roll your wrists around in the other direction. And shake them out. So we'll do that same set on the opposite side now. Down onto all fours. Pick up your left leg. Take a normal size donkey kick. Bring the knee in and then open it out towards the left. Lift your left leg up. Bring it down through center. Open towards the left. Kick into your donkey kick. Back through neutral. Open to the left. 2 more like that. Good. Push it out. The last one. Nice job. Now take those really big donkey kicks so that leg is lifting high, 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 and you're giving it like a bit of a push when it gets to the top so you can feel that work through the glute. 4, 5, 4, really big donkey kick. 3, 2, the last one. There you go. Go up into that big donkey kick and then just pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, flatten your foot, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Take your knees down, separate them nice and wide. Walk your hands back behind your hips. Pick up your chest, lift your heart. Maybe there's your pose. Or you can fall in a little bit deeper, melting down all the way into a back bend, into hero or virasana shape. Breathing into your quads here to deepen the stretch in your quads. You might tuck your tailbone under. Nice job. Walk your hands in. Lift yourself back up, plant your palms and find downward facing dog. When you get there, just bend into one knee, bend into the other knee, shake your head yes, shake your head no. Now pause in down dog, take a big breath in through your nose, open your mouth wide and exhale. Inhale, shuffle your weight forward to high plank, but drop your knees, the tops of your feet right away. And now drop your chin and your chest down to the floor. Loop your shoulders down and back. Everything else falls to the earth as you lift your chest up. Lower back down to the mat. Baby cobra again, lift your heart and chest up. Release back down. Last time, lift yourself up and release back down. Really good. Plant your hands down, lift up onto all fours again, right back onto all fours. So we know that our peak pose will be this kind of three or one-legged balancing shape. Let's practice some balance here on all fours. Can you extend your left leg back, reach your right arm forward, puff up between your shoulder blades, engage your core, so draw your front ribs in, look towards your front arm and breathe here. 4, 5, 4, lift your back heel a little higher, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Lower your right hand down, lower your left knee down and switch sides. Kick your right leg back, stretch your left arm forward. The pillars of balance are connection to core, so tighten up through your inner core. Our connection to breath, make sure you're taking long, deep breaths. And that's a drishti, so having a focal point with your gaze. Lower yourself down. This time take a child's pose. Melt your hips down towards your heels, stretch your arms forward, or rest here. Give your wrists any love that they need. Slowly lift yourself up, send yourself back, downward facing dog. From downward dog, take your right leg, reach it up into the sky. Bend into your right knee, open your right hip. And now step your right foot between your hands. Stay on the ball of your left foot, lift both arms up. Good. Anchor yourself here in this high lunge, melt deeper into your right knee. Pull your belly button in, draw your tailbone down, lift your heart and your chest a little higher. Spread the toes on your right foot nice and wide. And then bend deep into your front knee, take your arms back behind you, pick up your back leg, shoot your arms back. You're in warrior 3, breathe here, 4, 5, 4, hug your belly button in, 3, 2, and on 1, could you take your right fingers to the floor, to the upper right corner of your yoga mat, and rotate your torso and your pelvis towards the left. Flex your left foot, take your left hand to the sky, maybe look up. But as you do this, keep externally rotating your left leg, reaching forward through the crown of your head and reaching away through the sole of your foot. Really good. Take your left hand down to the floor. Step your left foot all the way back to your high lunge prep. Push into your right foot and lift your arms back up to standing. Breathe in here. As you breathe out, rotate your torso to the right, So you're in a twisted lunge. Take your right hand down your back thigh, lift your left arm up, inhale. Good, bend deep into your right knee. As you exhale, take your left elbow across your right thigh. And place your right hand on your left hand. You can always drop your back knee here. Push palm into palm, roll your right ribs up, lift your gaze up, maybe open your arms. You're breathing for 3, 2, if it's hurting your shoulders, reverse this shape. And 1, plant your palms down to the floor, step back, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in here. Open your mouth wide, horse lips, go to exhale. And then inhale forward to a high plank. Drop your knees, your chest, and your chin. Stick your bum up. And now flatten everything down to the floor. And take your fingers outside your yoga mat. Elbows poking away, poking up. Push into your hands. Inhale, lift everything up. Big soothing back bend, lower back down. Inhale, lift it all up. Exhale, lower back down. Good, last time, inhale, pull it up. Exhale, lower back down. Slide your hands beside your ribs, push yourself up and back, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg high into the sky, bend your left knee, open your hips wide. Cautiously step your left foot between your hands, down the ball of your back foot. Inhale, push down, root down to rise up, so your whole body's lifted here. Find the stability, the stamina, the balance, and the focus. Separate your toes nice and wide. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, step forward, lean forward, reach your arms back behind you. Here's your warrior 3, 4, 5. Stay focused. 4, 3, 2. On 1, you're just lowering your left fingers down towards the floor. Lift your right arm up. Open your pelvis towards the right side of your yoga mat now. Good. Flex your back foot. Push your heel away. Reach the crown of your head forward. Take one more breath in. And then slowly lower your hand down to the floor and step back into your high lunge. Low lunge to start, then high lunge. Pause here. Breathe in. Pick up your chest. As you breathe out, rotate towards the left now. You can stay here. You're doing lots of spiraling work through the torso. This is enough in a lot of bodies. Or maybe you lean forward, place the right elbow on the left thigh, push your palms together, kick through that back heel, and start to rotate at the rib cage. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Listen carefully. Take your hands down to the floor. And then walk your hands over towards the right long edge of your mat. Point both toes to face forward. So now your whole body is facing that right long edge of your mat. Toes facing forward. Fingers beneath your shoulders. Inhale, lift up halfway. And with an exhale, could you fold down? Walk your hands back towards your heels. Lean your weight into the balls of your feet. Let your head be really heavy. Breathe here. Breathe here. Walk your hands forward. Pick up your heart. Pick up your chest. Bend into your right knee. Roll onto the heel of your left foot. Turn your left toes to face up. And maybe if it's available to you, bring your hands together and balance in Skandasana. If not, your hands stay on the floor. Let's creep over to the other side. So straighten out that bent knee and switch to the opposite side. Try to perk your extended legs, toes up. Really pulling through your inner groin. Lots of action happening right there. And your hands can be at your heart, or maybe they stay on the floor. Good. Walk yourself back through center. Pivot your toes or heel toe your toes in a little further, a little closer together, and then pivot your feet out 45 degrees and climb up onto your thighs. Drop one shoulder down as you peer over the opposite shoulder. You're in a big squat, a big sumo squat. Come back through center, drop the opposite shoulder down, peering to the other side. And then scoop your pubic bone forward, bring your hands to your heart, push down through your heels, straighten your legs. Step to the top of your yoga mat. Good. From here, ground down through the sole of your left foot. Actually, let's come almost halfway down our yoga mats instead. Ground through the sole of your left foot. Pick up your right leg, bend into your right knee. Good, and then reach it back. Bring it back through center, pick it up, and hug it in towards your chest. Good, kick it back. Back and forth, just rocking your body a few times. And the next time your leg comes forward, could you hold it there? Take your arms, reach your arms up. Inhale. And as you exhale, kick the leg back, stretch the arms forward. Inhale, pull it all the way back and up through center. Exhale, kick the leg back and pull it all back through center. This time you'll hold, kick the leg back, toes face down, arms reach forward. Drop your right hip and breathe for 3. Not a long hold, 2 and 1. Bring it back through center. Lower your hands, one to your heart, one to your belly. Close your eyes and breathe. We'll build a little more heat on the other side and then slow it all down. So bend into your left knee, ground through your right foot. Good. Reach your leg back and then pull it back in through center. Take your arms forward, reach your leg back, pull it all back in through center. Think about that core stability, your drishti, your focal point. The next time your leg comes forward, hold it there, reset, restabilize, shoot your arms up to the ceiling. Take a breath in. Exhale, kick the leg back, stretch the arms forward. Inhale, pull it back through center. You have 2 more repetitions like this fluid introduction to the movement. And the next time your leg goes back and your arms are forward, pause, turn that left hip down, lift the heel up, breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Pull it all back through center, release your hands, shake them out. Good job. Grab some water if you can. And come down onto your bums. When you get onto your bums, take the soles of your feet together. Hands wrap around your ankles. Inhale, lift your chest up. And with an exhale, go ahead and fold forward by any amount. 5 breaths here. Good. Inhale, lift it all back up. Take your right leg. Your left leg will just stay as it is. You might walk your left foot over to the right a bit. And take your right leg back behind you. Either setting yourself up in this staggered shape, it's called deer pose, or kicking your right leg all the way back, neutralizing out those pelvic bones and then sinking into a deep pigeon stretch. 10 breaths here. One more big breath in. Exhale, sigh out. And now walk your hands in towards your body, lean over onto your left hip, bring your right leg all the way forward, and step your right foot to the outside of your left leg. And today we'll extend our left leg out in front. So taking an extended leg twist, your right leg stays bent. Gonna hug it in towards your body as you just rotate towards the right. Keep your left feet active, your left toes active. And breathe here, 5 breaths. Good. Pick up your right leg, cradle it in your arms like a little baby, and then snuggle that right foot into your inner left thigh. If it doesn't like it there, it can go towards the lower leg. And simply fold forward over your left leg. 5 breaths. Keep your left toes active. Good. Pull your torso up. Steady here. Roll over towards your right side and take your left leg back behind you, either for that staggered 90-90 shape hip stretch or tuck it all the way back for pigeon pose on the other side. 10 full breaths. A lot of time to marinate here. Take one more big breath in. Exhale, lift your chest up, leaning your weight onto that right hip again. Pull your left leg all the way around. And then set your left foot to the outside of your right thigh. Straighten your right leg out, toes point up. And just hug your left leg as you start to rotate your left ribs back, walk your left hand back. Breathe here a few breaths. And now move back through center, pick up your left leg, cradle it in that little nook of your upper arm and your elbow before you plug it into your right thigh and fold forward. Slide your body back upright. Take your time. Come down onto your back. And catch your knees into your chest when you get there. Slide from side to side. Moving things around, notice how everything feels. How these little droplets of movement can change your energy, your emotions. And from here, simply let your legs slip over towards one direction. You open your arms wide and peer in the opposite direction of those legs. And when you get here, can you breathe in and out through your nose, but lengthen the breaths just like you did at the start of class. So your typical 3 count inhale moves to a 4 or maybe even a 5 count inhale, likewise for the exhale. Gradually release your legs from your grip. Shift your hips in the opposite direction. Take your knees towards the left. Arms can open wide. Gaze taking over the fingers. Relax here. Finally, collect your legs back through center, readjust. Make any final movements or adjustments that you'd like. You can cozy up with some socks or a sweater. And then lie flat onto your back and turn your palms to face up, 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 up. Returning to our intention of focus for the next few moments here, can your focus be on relaxation? Relaxing all of the different parts of your body, your brain, your breath. I'll let you know when your Shavasana is up. Until then, please take rest. Take a long, deep breath in through your nose and a big, big exhale out through your mouth. Start to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And on your next breath in, reach both arms all the way up towards the sky, all the way back behind you, and then exhale and just relax. Hug your knees in towards your chest, roll over onto the right side of your body. Nice and slow, pick yourself up to a cross-legged seat. And when you get there, your hands come to your heart. Head bows into your hands. Remember this intention of focus and make a commitment to yourself. Is there one thing you want to focus on? Take a big breath in. Exhale. Namaste.